Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Spotlight. The seniors of the wrestling team are preparing to say goodbye, and one is known for one thing, his smile, and also for making friends across the stands no matter whose team they're on. When you ask Jaiden Moore why, he says the friendships he's made are going to last him a lifetime. We're at Thompson High School profiling some of our wrestlers. I want to start with you introducing yourself.
I'm Jaiden Moore.
Now, Jaiden, you're a senior at Thompson.
Yes, ma'am.
And for those who don't know, a wrestling tournament is all day. I mean, you're there, basically from like 7 a.m., sometimes earlier, till you don't even know to an end.
Yes.
But one thing about you is I will watch, and you were smiles the entire time. And you've made, see, you're smiling now. It is contagious seeing you smile like that. How do you stay so upbeat during those long tournaments?
I don't know. It's like I just smile a lot. That's what they tell me, like, Coach Wilson, he'll be getting on. That's why he likes smiling.
It's kind of hard to take it serious.
Yeah, he doesn't really like that.
It's actually Coach Wilson's wife was like, you should interview Jaiden.
Really?
Yeah, and so one thing, because she said, and I noticed it too, you made friends with everybody there, even opponents.
Yeah.
Through wrestling, you made some friendships from like other schools, out of the state. Talk about those relationships you made.
It's like at most of the tournaments and stuff, since we see like a lot of different people, and then like I just meet people at like the bigger tournaments, like really the bigger tournaments especially, because there's a lot newer people, and everyone's like, especially being from Alabama,
yeah,
no one really knew that Alabama had wrestling. So
I can believe that, yeah.
So they're really surprised that that's a good conversation. So that's what started most of the conversations.
Now, we mentioned the out-of-state ones. This year, you guys went to Kansas City. Mm-hmm. You went to Texas, Tennessee, Georgia. I may have left somewhere off.
I think that's about it this year.
So the Kansas City Stampede is a huge tournament. Mm-hmm. What was it like going there and wrestling at that tournament?
It was like a lot of different people. Like you walk into this big, almost the size of the BJCC. It looks a little bigger. It's just people everywhere. It's like a ocean of just like heads. And there's like a ton of 16 mats. So you've got wrestling matches going on every single mat. How do you stay focused to where your area is and what you're doing? Coach Wilson keeps us like away from most of the people.
Yeah.
Like the wrestling's in one room. He may have us in another room. Like at most tournaments, because when you watch wrestling, it like makes you tired.
Even as a parent, to be honest with you, it does. You guys get some pretty hard moves, and I asked you what you do away from wrestling, and you mentioned two types of wrestling you're involved in. What are those two types?
Freestyle wrestling and Greco wrestling.
So for people who don't know, what is freestyle?
Freestyle is you don't have to have control for your opponent, so you're trying to get more exposure points rather than like control when you take them down.
And the other one?
Greco is all upper body, no lower body.
Because I mean, that's important to know what kind of tournament you're going to go to and what you're going to be in.
And in high school, we wrestle folk style.
And what is that one?
That's like you have to have control in positions, and certain positions where it could hurt the other person is like illegal and they pause. But in freestyle, this is where you like get hurt more. They don't call the positions
as fast, I guess.
Yeah, as fast.
I will say, seeing some of those positions and having a son on a wrestling team, I'm always like, oh, don't break anything, don't hurt anything. I mean, it is, but you guys know how to maneuver it. You guys practice those moves or how to get out of them. So for you, it's y'all are ready to prepare for it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I want to ask you about away from wrestling, and you're involved in the youth leadership. Mm-hmm. What is that program?
It's a program that we got in our emails. They selected a few people from each school. It's like, I don't know, there were a few hundred people that like applied, and I think maybe 20 of us got like accepted. You have to go around into the community and get recommendation letters, and you have to write an essay, or like it's a few essays you have to fill out and answer questions by yourself just to get put into like the possibility like that you would make it in.
So that's a big deal to be part of that.
Yes, ma'am.
So what do you do as a group now that you're part of that?
So we have meetings we just came back from the 16th Street Baptist Church, mm-hmm. like the one that got bombed in Birmingham.
Right.
We had a meeting there right before Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we talked about like civil rights and like all the historical stuff that has happened there, and how we're in the presence of a revolutionary turning point in the civil rights.
I mean, yeah, you are. I mean, it's a whole different, but also know that's right here in Birmingham. So you guys are getting to learn a lot and kind of just, like I said, that's a huge honor to be part of that. So that's a big deal for you. I know you're proud of it.
Yeah, especially my mom. She was really happy when I got it.
I was about to say, moms are always going to be proud and happy for it, yeah. So I know you're a senior this year. We're still debating on where we're going to go to college, but you want to wrestle in college.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm sure we will see that smiling face on plenty of mats going forward. Do you think you want to coach at any point in time?
This past weekend, I went to my cousin's wrestling match.
Yeah.
They have a new program in Central Tuscaloosa. Mm-hmm. I know their coaches are like trying, but they don't really know what they're doing.
Right, it's new.
Yeah, so I coached him a lot, and he just started wrestling because I started wrestling, and he got 7th place, which I didn't place my second year. It took till my junior year before I even did anything good. And like coaching him, being able to help him like place and do something that I wasn't able to do. I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, I think coaching is something I definitely wouldn't mind doing.
Yeah, it's in your blood, I think. Yeah.
And my dad's a coach in baseball.
So it's in your blood. It is. It's in your blood. Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking time to meet with us. I want to ask you one last question. When it comes to Alabama wrestling, for those who do not know, because this does go online, what would you tell people in South Dakota about wrestling in Alabama?
It's not how it is up north, especially like if you're expecting to see a lot of people, but it's definitely fun, and there's some good people that are going to be there. Like I know a lot of people up north, they don't think that Alabama has some good people, but there's definitely some good people in Alabama, and definitely give you some competition if you come down here.
They are pretty good, yeah, I'll give you that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.